In the peaceful Willow Creek Valley lived Toby the tortoise. He wasn't the fastest, nor the tallest, nor the loudest, but he was thoughtful and steady. One bright morning, Toby heard excited chatter near the old stone bridge. When he arrived, a crowd of animals had gathered. The bridge across Willow Creek, used by everyone to visit the sunny meadow, was broken.
"Oh no,"
squeaked Nia the squirrel, peering over the edge. "How will we get to the meadow for the Sunflower Festival?" The meadow was across the shimmering, rushing creek, and the festival was the most awaited event of the year: music, games, and the sweetest honey cakes for miles. Finn the fox shook his head. "The water's too deep to wade across, and too fast to swim." Pip the rabbit's ears drooped. "I guess the festival's cancelled." Toby didn't like the sound of that. He gazed at the remains of the bridge. It looked scary, but maybe it could be fixed. That afternoon, Toby went to his den and pulled out his special toolkit: a coil of rope, a little wooden hammer, and a bag of shiny nails he'd collected over the years. "I can fix the bridge," he said to himself, "but I'll need help." The next morning, Toby called a meeting. Some animals frowned. "But you're so slow, Toby," muttered a young weasel. "It'll take forever." Toby smiled calmly. "Maybe. But if we work together, we can do anything." Slowly, the animals began to nod. They started at sunrise. Bella the bluebird flew to fetch twigs and vine ropes. Nia the squirrel carried planks, darting from tree to tree. Finn used his speed to bring strong branches from the far end of the forest. And Toby? He stayed steady on the bridge's edge, hammering each plank into place, making sure nothing wobbled. The work was hard. Twice, a plank slipped into the water. Once, the wind blew away their vine rope, and they had to start over. But Toby kept encouraging everyone. "Step by step. Piece by piece. We'll make it." By sunset, the bridge was almost finished. The animals gathered on the bank, watching the golden light dance on the water. Only one last plank remained. Toby looked at it and smiled. "Tomorrow morning, it will be ready." That night, the forest buzzed with excitement. Everyone went to bed dreaming about honey cakes, music, and dancing in the meadow. The next morning, the air was crisp and cool. The animals hurried to the creek, where Toby stood holding the final plank. One careful hammer, then another, and tap. The last nail went in. The new bridge stretched across the creek, strong and safe. The animals cheered so loudly that a flock of geese flying overhead honked in surprise. Nia darted across first, then Pip, then Finn. Toby crossed last, slow and steady, taking in the view of the sparkling water below. When they reached the meadow, the Sunflower Festival was more wonderful than ever: music from Bella's flute, games of tag, and baskets of warm honey cakes. "Toby," said Finn, "you might be slow, but you got us here. Without you, there would be no festival today." Toby smiled. "Sometimes it's not about how fast you are, but how steady, and how much you believe in working together." From that day on, the bridge was called the Bridge of Courage, a reminder that teamwork, patience, and determination can carry you across any obstacle. Moral: even the smallest steps can build something great when taken with courage and friends.